Last graph. Now, this is the opposite of the natural log of x. The first thing I do is I rewrite f of x, make it y, because that's what it is, because we're dealing with graphing in x's and y's. And rewrite this as y equals the opposite of log base e, because that's what natural log is. Natural log is log base e of x. Now, before I can wind it out, I need to get rid of that negative 1, because in the winding process, it says log base b of x equals y. Notice the coefficient here is 1. And since the coefficient there is 1, I can say b to the y equals x. So the equivalency is b to the y equals x. But this is a negative 1, not a 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 1 times both sides, or negative 1 times both sides. Now this then becomes the opposite of y equals log base e of x. Now if I rewrite this, this would say e raised to the negative y power is equal to x. So we're looking at e to the negative y power equals x. This will be the hardest. So it says x equals e to the negative y. And then we put in y's and get out x's, because remember, that brings me from the range back to the domain. So that says it's e to the negative 2, which is e squared. E squared is approximately 7.3. Now, I know that because we just finished this section in college algebra, so they just had a test on it. So I'm used to taking e squared. This would be e to the negative 1.
Put e to the negative 2 in the calculator, and that's how you got
Yes.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Right. And I knew the number because of the fact that I did it in college algebra no more than a week ago.
About a week ago.
And this becomes e to the 1, and e to the 1 is approximately 2.7. Yes? It's negative, because it's e to the negative y. So it's e to the negative, which is e squared. So it changes all of the negatives to positive, and then you're going to find it's going to change all the positives to negative, yeah. So then this is e to the negative 0. Well, it doesn't matter if it's negative 0 or positive 0. This is e to the 0, which is 1. This is e to the negative 1, which is 1 over e, and that is approximately 0.3. And then e to the negative 2 is approximately, well, this is 1 over e squared, which is approximately, I think it's 0.1. About 1/7. So I have negative 2, 7.3. 1, 2, and 7.3 is up here someplace. Oops, I'm going the wrong direction. 7.3, negative 2. Now, I got a problem. Why do I have a problem? It doesn't go that far. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7.3 is negative 2. And then 2.7 is negative 1. And 1 is 0. And 0.3 is 1. And 0.1 is 2. And there it is. He's upside down. And then he's going to continue up along the y-axis. The only thing you're going to have to be worried about are the basics. That's the one on the previous pages.